All right, let's talk about something we all deal with, workplace stress. In the next few minutes, we're going to equip you with a powerful toolkit with practical tools you can use today to manage that pressure. Let's jump right in.
You know this scene, right? On the outside, you're the picture of composure. Cool, calm, collected, handling every single thing that comes your way. But inside, when the stakes get high and the deadlines are breathing down your neck, it can feel like this inner beast of stress is just waiting to break loose.
So, here's the million-dollar question. How do you master that pressure before it masters you? Today, we're not just going to talk about the problem. Nope. We're going to unlock the crucial skill of emotional control with 3 immediate, actionable techniques you can use the very second you feel that pressure start to build.
Okay, so when we talk about handling stress, we often hear this term cool-headedness. But what does that really mean when you're at the office, in the thick of it? Let's break it down. Now, this is so important. Being cool-headed is not about being an emotionless robot. Not even close. It's actually the complete opposite. It's about developing a really high level of emotional intelligence. It means you can acknowledge your emotions and then, and this is the key part, skillfully manage your response to them. It's a massive strength, not an absence of feeling.
Let's get right into our first tool. This is probably the most direct way you can hit a reset button on your physical and mental state in just a few seconds. And it all comes down to something you're already doing: breathing. We're just going to make it strategic.
The source material calls this breathing concentration. It's so much more than just, take a deep breath and hope for the best. This is a deliberate technique designed to directly interrupt your body's stress response. It's like you're sending a clear signal to your nervous system saying, hey, we're not in danger, you can stand down.
And look how simple this is. You don't need any special equipment. You can do it right there in your desk chair. You just inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold it for 4, and then, this is the magic part, exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. That longer exhale is what tells your body to calm down. You can do this anytime, and no one will even know.
And here's how you can use it in the real world. Imagine you get some tough, unexpected feedback in a meeting. Instead of that defensive gut reaction, you just discreetly use the 4-4-6 technique. It gives you a moment to process and respond with composure. Or how about this one? Your big presentation is just 5 minutes away. Find a quiet corner, practice this for 2 minutes, and you'll lower your heart rate and walk in totally focused.
Okay, let's move to our second technique. This one happens entirely in your mind. If strategic breathing is your physical reset button, think of this next one as your cognitive or your mental reset button. It is all about consciously reframing your reality.
The technical term is situation reappraisal, and it's an incredibly powerful idea. It's the ability to look at a stressful event, one that triggers that automatic negative thought, and consciously choose a different, more constructive way to look at it. You are literally taking back control of the story in your head.
So what's crucial here is that this is an active process. You don't just ignore the negative feeling, you acknowledge it. Okay, my first instinct is to think this is a disaster. Then you challenge it. Is that the only way to see this? You actively look for other ways to interpret the situation, and then you choose the one that's more constructive. You're choosing your perspective, not letting your automatic reaction choose for you. Just look at how this plays out. A major project you're leading gets canceled. Instead of seeing it as a failure, you reframe it. It's an opportunity to show real leadership during a tough time. Or maybe a colleague makes a mistake that creates more work for you. The reframe? This is a coaching moment, a chance to build their skills and make the whole team stronger down the road. You're turning setbacks into opportunities for growth. All right, on to our final technique. This one is all about creating the most valuable thing you can have in a high-pressure moment, a little bit of space. It's about harnessing the simple but profound power of the pause.
So often, an emotional trigger leads directly to an impulsive reaction, right? Well, the pause is all about inserting a deliberate stop right between those two things. In that tiny little gap, you give yourself the priceless opportunity to actually think before you respond.
Think of these 4 steps as your internal emergency brake. First, just stop. Don't react. Second, name the emotion you're feeling. Seriously, just putting a label on it like, okay, I'm feeling frustrated, can immediately lessen its power over you. Third, ask yourself, why am I feeling this? And finally, you decide on a constructive response. You've just shifted from raw instinct to thoughtful intention.
And this shows perfectly how the pause can transform a bad situation. You get a passive-aggressive email. Instead of firing one right back, you pause. You name the annoyance. Then you decide to handle it professionally. Or you're about to miss a critical deadline. Instead of panicking, you pause, name that feeling, and then decide to proactively communicate the issue and propose a solution. It's a total game changer.
So we've just walked through 3 very distinct but interconnected tools. Let's bring them all together and see how this new toolkit really empowers you to master that next high-pressure moment at work. So here it is, your new toolkit for emotional control. You have strategic breathing, that's your physiological or your physical reset button. You have reality reframing, that's your cognitive shift to a better perspective. And you have the power of the pause, your strategic delay for intentional responses. With these 3, you can maintain your composure and confidence no matter what the workday throws at you.
And that right there is the big takeaway. The pressure at work, that's a given. It's always going to come. But your reaction, well, that's a choice. And with these tools, you now have the power to choose your response. And in that choice, you have the ability to not just manage stress, but to lead more effectively and truly master your professional world. So the only question left is, what will your next move be?